Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today I have got a very special video. A lot of people asking about the Sun Prime and the SunWing here in Kamala Beach. Well, today we're going to be taking a look around those resorts because I've been very kindly invited over by some guests that are staying here. So we're going to take a look at a Ground Deluxe Room so you get a feel for the accommodation. Let's get on with the video. This is the main entrance to the Sun Prime. So the Sun Prime and the SunWing differ because the Sun Prime is adults only and the SunWing has families and children, couples, etc. So if you're looking for a little bit more of a quieter holiday experience, then the Sun Prime is your best bet. So we're into reception area. Swadee Kab, good morning. A nice large open space. Weather not great today, but we've got a fantastic resort to look around, and as I've mentioned before, when it is raining these resorts are great places to stay because they have some fantastic swimming pools. When's the best time to take a swim? When it's raining, because you're wet anyway. A lot of people get out the pool when it's raining, but you don't have to because you're in the water, so it's a great time to take a swim. Let's get on with our tour. It is absolutely bucketing down outside, so we're just going to have a quick look from the reception area. There is a doctor's here, so should you need them, they've got an in-house doctor. There is also a mini mart on site as well. What are the prices like, ladies? Have you been in the mini mart? Not too bad, okay. Because normally, obviously, hotel facilities can be a little bit more expensive. There's a small shop there as well, but it's not open at the minute. Fitness centre, I don't know if you can see through the glass. There's people in there at the moment, and they look like they're meditating. But they do yoga and different things, so you're going to have a look maybe on the wall. They might have a list. No list of activities on the wall, which is a bit of a shame, and then not quite sure what this is, but you can have a sneaky preview outside. We're going to wait until the rain eases a little bit before we venture out there. Okay. Now, I don't know whether they're going to let me film inside there. I'm just going to open the door. I don't want to upset anybody. You can see they have a reasonably well stocked, good morning, mini mart. So they've got beers in there, they've got cokes. Lots of cakes and biscuits, I see, ice creams, crisps, and a few accessories to take a look at. Now, a lot of people always ask me about suntan creams, and you can see there Nivea Sun, quite a well-known brand there, and you can see the prices, and a reasonable stock of stuff in here. Okay, so there is a connecting door from the mini mart, and it brings you into the SunWing. Swadee Kap, good morning.
Good morning.
And this is the SunWing reception. Now, of course, the SunWing, as I mentioned, is for everyone, for children, couples, families, whatever it may be. If you want a little bit of peace and quiet, of course, the Sun Prime. Quite a nice reception area. So, let me explain what will happen if you stay in the SunWing and you are alone or you have children. You as adults are allowed to go in the Sun Prime, but your children are not. If you are an adult staying in the Sun Prime, then of course you can come into the SunWing. So it's worth remembering that if you've got kids, they aren't allowed to go across. And from talking to the guests, they haven't seen any children whatsoever in the Sun Prime. So they obviously reinforce that rule. You're going to just wander outside so you can get a little bit of a look at the SunWing. Lots of swimming pools to pick from. Nice restaurant there. I've been talking to the guests this morning before I started filming. They said they have eaten in the restaurants here and they found the food very nice and very reasonably priced, which is surprising for a 4-star hotel or resort, because sometimes in 4 or 5-star hotels restaurants can be expensive, but they said they feel the prices are reasonable. Everybody enjoying the pool there. I don't blame them. I do say, and I have said before, best time to take a swim in the pool is when it's raining, because of course you're wet anyway. Stay away from the sea when the weather's not good. Beautiful, really nice. I've only heard good things about this resort, both the SunWing and the Sun Prime. Everybody that I've spoken to, people that have commented, and please do drop me some comments, everybody that's mentioned this place has only had good things to say about it. I've heard nothing negative whatsoever, so I'm really excited to take a look around this place. I've been here many times because obviously my wife has a hire business, and when we're delivering bikes or cars I come in here quite often, but of course I'm not a guest, I'm not staying here, so I don't tend to wander around. But of course today is a little bit different because I have been invited over here to take a look around. We've got some charging stations there in reception. Okay, so that gives you a feel. Let me just go outside here, give you a look outside. I know a lot of people are interested to see this resort. I thought this was the main entrance, but it's not. Obviously they've got more. There's a bar, there's a restaurant there. Som's Kitchen, is it? Yeah, bar, show, gym. There's kids clubs in that section as well. So lots and lots of facilities. Right, I think what we're going to do before we go outside, because as you can see it's still raining, we're going to jump and take a look at some accommodation here. So we're just by the Sun Prime's morning restaurant. It's called the Restaurant by the Pool. The pool is the other side of the restaurant. Of course there's a lot of people eating at the moment, so I'm not going to walk into the restaurant because I respect people's privacy. It's just after 9 o'clock in the morning. We're going to be taking a look at a deluxe ground floor terrace room, and the view from the room is quite nice. You've got the pool just in front and the beach is literally just there. So all a sea view, partial sea view I would say, through the trees, but the beach is just the other side. Let's jump into the room. So we've got a little bit of a balcony on the front of the room that you can sit in the morning or evenings and relax, and then you make your way into the main area. Small seating area to the one side. TV if you want to watch it. We have a fridge. Wi-Fi, is the Wi-Fi good?
You don't pay for it.
You have to pay for the Wi-Fi separately.
400 baht for an hour, I think.
400 baht? Wow.
Yes.
That is expensive. Normally Wi-Fi is included with hotels. This is the first hotel I have ever filmed here in Thailand that does not include any Wi-Fi. So bear that in mind,
I went
guys.
to get it this morning and it asked me to pay.
400 baht for 1 hour.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so there you go. You need a SIM card, I would say, if you're going to be staying here, because you're not going to be relying on the hotel's Wi-Fi. So we have a small fridge and then an area where you can make yourself some drinks, kettle, some different things. What's the air conditioning like in the room, ladies? Any complaints?
Very cold.
Very cold. Okay, no complaints. Flat screen TV, a reasonable size, a double bed. I don't know whether that's a queen or it's not a king. It doesn't look, just a double, I think. And then we have an area to store some clothes and the bathroom. So we have a WC, wash basin, sink area with vanity mirror, and a reasonably sized large shower cubicle. And overall the decor looks well maintained, reasonable condition. I'm very surprised about the Wi-Fi. That is the first time I have ever heard of that in Thailand, but it's something to bear in mind, because obviously if you're staying here and you don't have a SIM that you can use over here, you can buy SIM cards of course from 7-Eleven and other places, and they have various deals. And if you're going to be staying here in the Sun Prime, I don't know about the SunWing, but probably they have the same procedure. If you know, drop it down in the comments section and let me know, because I'm just going on what I'm being told by the guests. But if you're staying here in the Sun Prime, then Wi-Fi is not automatically included with your room. So that is something to take into account, and it's not cheap either. It would pay you 400 baht. You could get a SIM card with data connection for 30 days. So the last time I looked up, the deals are changing all the time, but it's worth to check out different deals. Right, once the rain eases, we are going to have a look at some more of the facilities here. But the room, as you can see, is nice condition. It's a reasonable size, and that gives you a glimpse to the accommodation here. Obviously they're going to have different grades. Check out on the website and see what rooms are available. The rain is just about stopping, and while we've been waiting for the rain, I've been actually having a look at the internet availability here and what you have to pay for. It's actually 400 baht a day, not an hour. So okay, so originally the guest wasn't sure. We've had a look together and it's 400 baht. Still, I would say it's a bit expensive, because if you had 2 days internet, you know, that's 800 baht. You're going to be able to get an eSIM or a SIM card from 7-Eleven, some of the convenience shops that are going to have data packages for less than that price of just 2 days. So it's something to bear in mind. Okay, we're going to take a look now at some of more of the facilities here. Of course, Kamala Beach is right there, literally the other side of these trees. We've got another pool area here. It doesn't have a pool bar, as in the actual bar in the pool. We do have some pools here that do have that facility, but this one has the bar to the one side. But they have about 4 or 5 different swimming pools. So while we've got a break in this rain, we're going to just have a wander around so I can show you this lovely resort, because it is a very nice resort. You can see people relaxing there, passing the time away while they're waiting for the rain to stop. And I'm just being very careful, because the ladies mentioned that the floors are very slippy when they're wet, and the steps to the room is also quite dangerous. One of the ladies has already slipped over when they were wet. So again, something to bear in mind. And while we were sitting there chatting, they mentioned that the Sun Prime is actually cheaper to stay than the SunWing. So again, if you don't have children, then that might be an option to think about. Stay in the Sun Prime because it's actually cheaper. So quite a big restaurant here right at the front, and you can see Kamala's Beach there. Of course, if you want to have a look at the beach area, you haven't already seen my video, then go and check that out. Fantastic spot here, and literally walking here, you're 5-10 minutes from the town. Go and check my other channel, my food channel out, because there's a video coming out or already out that of a small little restaurant that I filmed here in Kamala that you might be interested. They offer some fantastic food at quite ridiculous prices, so cheap it's mind-boggling. See, very large restaurant there that you can take your breakfast in the morning. Now the people that are staying here, the guests, they haven't had breakfast included. They have tried the restaurant in the morning, paid for it separately, and the one lady said if you're a big eater then it's good value. If you're not a big eater, then obviously maybe it's not going to be such good value. But of course, if you have that included with your room, but it's a buffet style, plenty of food they said, and another pool there with a swim up bar as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this look around the Sun Prime today, and we've covered most of the facilities and also the accommodation. And now we're going to just do a quick Q&A with the guests that have invited me over here, so you can get some feedback from actual people that are staying here. So let's jump over. So ladies,
Hello.
what are your impressions of the Sun Prime Resort?
I absolutely love it. I think it's probably one of the top 5 places I've stayed at.
Okay, and you have stayed in Thailand before?
Yes, I've normally stayed at the cheaper places.
Yeah.
I like to save on my money.
Yeah.
So there's 3 of us travelling together this time, so I thought to accommodate everyone, I'd pick somewhere pretty nice. So I chose this place mainly because of location. It's right on the beach. You've got the markets right behind where we went last night, which were amazing.
Okay.
Bought quite a few things, spent too much money. The food has been amazing. The staff are just out of this world. They're so friendly.
Okay.
And we went for a quick walk yesterday. There's everything you need here. There's food, there's drinks, there's souvenirs, everything.
Have you got anything bad to say about the resort? Is there anything bad that you can think of?
No.
Apart
No?
from the slippery stairs? No.
Ah, yeah, you did mention about the stairs. They're a little bit slippery when
They
they're
are,
wet.
yes.
Okay, but apart from that, it's
No.
all good.
Well,
It's
and
just-
I'm surprised with the prices of the food here. I
Okay.
was expecting much dearer, but they are pretty reasonable.
And you're talking about the on-site
The
restaurants?
on-site, and,
On-site
and
restaurants.
I had room service last night. I was feeling a bit peckish about
Yeah.
11 o'clock last night. Got some spring rolls, and within 10 minutes I had them at my door.
Excellent.
It was awesome.
So, summing up, would you recommend the Sun Prime to people that are thinking about staying?
Most definitely.
in Kamala?
Absolutely.
If you don't have children, you want a nice, peaceful, relaxing holiday, come here.
Sun Prime.
Sun Prime,
And if you've got the kids,
Sunwing.
okay, excellent. Okay, thank you very much, ladies.
pleasure.
And thank you for inviting me over and taking time out of the holiday so I can do this film. So it's going to help you make a better decision on your holiday and whether to stay here. But I haven't heard anybody say anything negative about this resort. So this should be at least on your top 5 list of places to stay here in Kamala. So drop some comments down below. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. And the ladies have reminded me, if you've enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I don't ask very often because I know it can get a little bit tedious. And of course, if you enjoy the channel, then consider subscribing. And I'll speak to you very, very soon.